Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to you elect men pushing this truth throughout the four winds, okay? Uh, Spiritually, see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Because carnally looking, you can see things. You know, you can see things if you look carnal. But when you look spiritually, when you turn your head every way, you should see yourself in a chariot. You should see buildings burning. You should see a lot of death. Okay? That's the type of things you see uh, when you look with spiritual eyes, because we have understanding. Okay? This is Psalms 130. I'm going to start at 5. It says, "Wait for Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, my soul doeth wait." Okay? And what comes with waiting is you're waiting for something. That something is the end. Okay? And we know what the end consists of. Okay? So that's why we're waiting for it. It says, "And in his word do I hope." What's his word? Who we are, what we're going to obtain for eternity. Okay? The fall of our enemies and adversaries. All right? And just everything that was promised. Okay? It says, "My soul waiteth for the Lord more than they that watch for the morning." Okay? And the morning, it's a new day. You get to start over. Okay? So we're looking for this fresh beginning. It says, "I say more than they that watch for the morning." It says, "And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities." That's what we're watching for. Okay? That's what we're spiritually seeing. We see that spiritual light at the end of the tunnel. Why? Because we're watching for it. Our eyes are open. We see it getting closer and closer. All right? This is Jeremiah 51 and 12. "Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong." And how are we making the watch strong? Because we're warning. Constantly warning. Constantly giving warning of things to come. Okay? And there's a lot of men doing this. That's why the watch is strong. It says, "Set up the watchman, prepare the ambush. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he has spake against the inhabitants of Babylon." Okay? So, it's coming. We're watching and we're waiting for it, but it's coming. It's getting closer every day. This time is speeding up. Prophecies are just unfolding like nothing else. It's speeding up. Okay? Habakkuk chapter 2, I'm going to start at 1. It says, "I will stand up upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." Okay, so the standard is set. All right? The standard is set, and we're watching. We're upon our watch. "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables." So it's plain to those that understand. We understand what's going on. He said, "Write the vision." Okay? But we're reading words. We're reading words. So why would it say write the vision? Because these words, they come in the form of something that's going to take place that we see. Okay? it says that he may run that readeth it. Okay, so when we read it and it's understood, now it's our job to be watchmen. Now it's our job to set forth the warning. Okay, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. We're watching it speak. We're seeing it spiritually. We're seeing it physically, but we spiritually have been seeing this ever since the moment Yahweh Shem Yahushua woke us up. Okay? Ever since he woke us up, we started seeing it spiritually. Now we're seeing it physical also. Okay? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay? So now all we're doing is watching it play out. Okay? When we see physically we're looking, okay? And through the physical looking, what we see is like the news, they'll try to play it off, make it about Republican and Democrat and this person going against that person, but they're hiding their hand. That's what you have. They're actually hiding their hand. So by them hiding their hand, they're not telling you or giving you the full story. All right? Because everybody's not spiritual. Everybody doesn't have those eyes to see what's really going on. All right? Everyone can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But you even have 2/3 that physically see what's going on, but spiritually they don't know what's happening. Okay? But it's bad when you have 2/3 see these things, man. You know it's the end of the end. This is Matthew 24:43. It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Okay? Watching is basically is a form of like it's spiritual. Okay? A lot of these things that we see, you know what I'm saying, we spiritually can break it down. This means this. That's why we go straight to the scripture. And most of the scriptures, when you see things happening in the news, it ties right to it. Okay? It ties right to it, and it's perfect. I mean, it's spot on, because you're watching and you see spiritually what's going on. Everybody can't do that. You can't have just your average Joe Blow going to the scripture and tie. It's only men of the Lord that do these things, man. And that's you basically Negro, Latino, and a native, but called by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So you have to be a man that's called to do these things. Okay? This is Mark 13:32. It says, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels which are in heaven, nor neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. No one knows when the time is. But the thing we were left with were spiritual eyes to see that light at the end of the tunnel. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Why? Because the Lord left what is it called? Like basically signs. You know? It's like as we approach closer and closer, it's like getting to a landmark. You get to the landmark and it's boom, this happened on this day, and you go to the scripture and you look at that landmark and boom, that's World War III. Okay, boom, that's the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Okay, and you just keep getting these things like pestilence. Okay, you keep getting these things and they keep unfolding. All right. It says, for the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. So that's our job. Our job is watching. But as we're watching, what are we watching for? Prophecy. Okay? We're watching for prophecy. Time that prophecy into the scripture and give people warning of what's to come. All right? Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, and at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. That's your job. That's our job, to watch. All right. This is Colossians 4 and 3. It says, withal praying also for us, that the Most High would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mystery of Hamashiach, for which I am also in bonds. Okay, so that door is understanding. Okay, would open unto us the door of utterance to speak the mystery. To speak the mystery, it must be given to you. Okay, so you have to understand what's going on. Okay, you have to be able, through that spirit, to bring out the things righteously. Okay, that I may make it manifest as I ought to speak. So the spirit is going to give you that understanding, the breakdown of that mystery. Okay, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. So now, when that spirit is upon you, when you speak the oracles of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know that it's real. Okay? It's real. It's not nothing watered down. Because by you watching these people and the spirit speaking through you, these people that you're speaking to, when they see it, they're going to know a prophet was among them. They're going to know now. Like, this dude knew what he was talking about. Now, could you imagine all the other people who mocked the apostles, saying that the chip was the mark of the beast? Now it's put all in your face. So people are eating their words, man. You got to eat your words now. You know, you got to eat your words, and you can't be proud. Just admit they were right, we weren't. So by doing that, you know what you do? You're basically saving people. Because if you're telling them it's not the mark of the beast, what happens? They take it. That blood is on your hands. All right? This is 1 Thessalonians 5, and I'm going to start at 5. It says, ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep. Because if you sleep, you can't watch. And if you can't watch, you can't warn the people. And then everyone dies, as do others. But let us watch and be sober. Okay, don't get sidetracked and distracted with things that really have no benefit. Okay? For they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Okay? It says, this is 2 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. So watch, and when you're watching, you got to keep in mind that your adversary, he's going to try to knock you off your watch. That's why it says be sober, be vigilant. Okay? It says, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. Okay, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Okay, now he's passing it on. And this is how we got it. Okay, it's passed on. It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at the day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Everybody's not going to love his appearing. You know why? Because he's not going to meet us as a man. They're not going to even know. The world is looking for Cesare Borgia to return. They're not looking for Yahweh Shai. They're not looking for a righteous man of Israel to come back. Okay? Because they've been deceived by this world. This is 1 Peter 4:7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So that's what we have to do. Watch unto prayer. So constantly praying and watching and understanding prophecy and understand what's going on around us. Okay? This is 2 Ezra 2:13. It says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you. Okay, then that's what we're seeing. But you don't want to get too excited and jump in the gun. Okay, pray for a few days. We know the Lord's going to shorten the days. But a lot of times when you see the end of something and you tend to get hyper. You know what I'm saying? And you can make a bad decision. Don't just get too hyper, okay? It says that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So, by us watching, we have to see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? We have to spiritually watch. Okay, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.